Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am sharing this rainbow card using all sorts of elements from Fawn. So first of all, I started with my Starry backdrop from Fawn, and I have 5 inks of Simon Says stamp. I also have a few more that I actually barely use, unfortunately, but I decided that I wanted to try out these rainbows from this adorable stamp set that I have lying around for so long already. So I took those 5 colors that I have, being the Melon, Jellybean, Dull Pink, Scuba and Maliblue. So these colors I am going to use to stamp multiple rainbows from this adorable stamp set, and I am going to switch in colors each time to really vary over this whole card. So as you can see me doing here, I am laying out these stamps, then I'm cleaning, of course, the stamp, and then I am replacing them and fiddling a bit with placement to get them inside of that bigger rainbow. So I'm stamping this on Neenah 110, and I am just repeating the stamping. So this is a design that I normally don't really do because of course I don't have a lot of ink colors. I do have different sort of oxide inks, but then you have the chalky finish that I do not really prefer for repetitive stamping. So yeah, normally I'm not doing this, but I really enjoyed it, and I don't know if you saw it, but there was a card kit, a rainbow kit from Tailored Expressions with an adorable rainbow, of course, and I purchased it. So I pre-ordered it at Dies to Die For because she also sells Tailored Expressions in Europe, which I really adore. And she was going to get her hands on it, and then she will send it to everyone who pre-ordered. So I'm really excited about that, and I cannot wait to receive it. But just because that rainbow was just popping up in my mind, I went through all my stamps looking for a rainbow stamp that I could have, and I found this one. So I really enjoyed making this card, and I hope that you like the design that I did. I will continue stamping now, but I will be back after I have done all those rainbows. So now I am almost done, and I don't know if you have seen this, but I cut out a bigger piece than an A2 size panel because I wanted the rainbows to be overlapping my A2 size card. So here I have stamped all my rainbows, and now I am going to die cut the large cross-stitched rectangle stackables from Fawn, and this way I have my rainbows overlapping the edges as well as those stitch details. They will also have some color, but because if I would have die cut this in front of it, sometimes I have issues getting that ink inside of those cross-stitched details, which I really didn't want now. So I took a bigger panel that I could die cut. So here I have my background, and now I am going to stamp out my sentiment, being the "You color my world." I'm doing this on Fawn black licorice cardstock, and I am heat embossing this, so I'm using my Versamark clear embossing ink, and I'm going to use my Nuvo embossing powder Glacier white. So I'm heat embossing this sentiment, and then I had to fiddle a bit with the placement of the sentiment and what I was going to do with it. I tried a lot of things, and you will see it in my video. I kept it inside, but in the end I will cut this sentiment into 2 strips instead of that big one. So I first started off laying it in the middle, but then the sentiment just didn't look big enough for that, and then I thought in the corner, but again, same issue for me. I was thinking about changing it up, trying another sentiment, but I really like this one. So yeah, I did something drastic and I cut it in half so that I could play around with these 2 strips, and in the end I was really happy that I did this, but otherwise I could have heat embossed it once more and just start it over again. So fiddling, and then I was happy. I took some thin foam squares to adhere it. Could also have used the Dairies foam strips because they are amazing and really handy to adhere some sentiments, but I wanted it to be a bit thinner, so thin foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives. I don't know if you're following with me on Instagram, but I just received some foam squares for European people that are watching. There is a new Belgian web shop. It's called Nuvo, and they sell scrapbook adhesives, thin foam squares, as well as the regular ones, the black, the whites, and they also have Neenah, which is really amazing to have in Europe. So if you're looking for Neenah for scrapbook adhesives, definitely check out that site. It's amazing, and the owner is really sweet. They are still building up their site, and there are still items that they have to add onto it, but the basics are definitely there already. So if you are in need of some amazing basics for your card making, definitely check them out. So now here I am using the adorable Doodlebug Designs Shape Sprinkles Tiny Hearts, and I just love these stickers. They are just amazing. They also have it in pinks and reds combinations, and then purple and blues. So there are different kinds of these tiny hearts, but I love them so much. They can never run out of my stash. So I think that I'm going to buy a new one already. But yeah, they are amazing. So I was actually not sure that I was going to use them. So I asked my boyfriend and he was like, okay, do it. And I don't think that he thought that I was going to add them to each rainbow, but I did, and I am so happy with it. So this card was totally out of my regular card making, because I always try to use those adorable critters from Fawn, Mama Elephant, Hello Bluebird, you name it. If they are cute, I love them. But this one truly makes me happy. This card is like so colorful and happy, and yeah. So I'm just adding these hearts onto each rainbow, and I'm contemplating. I didn't want the same colors of hearts next to each other, and I just want them to stand out as well from that rainbow. So yeah, I just was checking every time what would fit best. And then after adhering a heart on each rainbow, this card will be finished if I adhere it on top of a card base. So therefore I'm going to use my permanent print adhesive roller, and that's it. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and also the card. It's different from what I make usually, but hopefully it also really makes you happy as well. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I will answer them as quick as possible. I truly appreciate you all stopping by to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!